Yo, tubers, we're back for some more drafting here on Arena, some more Bro War. Hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching. As we move into what is maybe one of the worst packs I've ever seen in my life. Our rare Stone Brain. Three pretty unfortunate regular commons, rather they're uncommons. The retro uncommon is also pretty filler. What is the best pick one pack one out of this pack? Energy Refractor, I think. If I had to take one card that was most likely to make any deck in this format, I would guess it to be Energy Refractor. There is just nothing first pick worthy here. Like, some of these cards are playable, but you don't want to take them first pick, right? You'd rather take them fourth, fifth, sixth pick. So we'll take the Refractor. We are going to be very sad about that, but hopefully we can get some goodies to follow that up. And now you look at this pack, and it has just like a bunch of playable cards. Ashnod you could take, Butcher's decent, Stoneseeker very good, Vanguard very good, Paratrooper's decent, Cohort, Commando, Shootdown. The playability of this pack versus previous is kind of amazing, but what is the best card here? If we're going the same route, the best choice might be the Scrapwork Cohort, as it's another card that can just make any deck, and it doesn't lock us into one, even two colors like the Vanguard would. I think that's okay. I'm going to try to stay as open as possible, and until we see like a true signal of sorts, try not to make any decisions points, you know? So let's take the Cohort here. Let's stay open and maybe read a couple more signals of what we get past. Okay, well, now a third pick Excavation Explosion is easy the best card in the pack. So slight regret possibly passing that Stoneseeker, but I don't see how you pass the Explosion here. Other good cards, you have Courier, you have Weld. Shootdown's okay. Well, this is just got to be an Excavation Explosion. Card does so much work. Already have a good start with the Explosion too. I mean, sometimes you have these decks that have Power Stone production, but you don't really have much to do with them. And even one Energy Refractor already makes it kind of nice. So let's do that. Are we going to wheel anything out of this pack? Maybe the Wings. Maybe the Juggernaut. We shall explode, explode, explode. Okay, another pretty big sign of sorts here. Wow, 3 cards we could take. There's the Falaji Vanguard. This is the second one we've seen now. Unfortunate. Zephyr Sentinel. Fantastic 2-drop. And an Overwhelming Remorse. So 3 different signs of sorts. I'm going to take the Falaji Vanguard here. Like, looking at our start already, we have Explosion and Cohort. And though I mentioned that Cohort does not need to be in white for it to be good, it's obviously better if you're playing white, so we'll take the red-white card to follow our red and pseudo-white cards. Decent. Okay, some more solid enough cards. I mean, yeah, every pack we've seen, besides our opening pack, has had good amount of playables. Bitter Reunion here. Fantastic 2-drop in any red deck. Filters your draws and can do some good stuff later on because the Surprise Haste, well, maybe not Surprise, but the Haste is scary. Paratrooper, great 2-drop. Another way to utilize the Power Stones if you're in white or red. There's another Weld here. There's another Combat Courier here. I'm going to go with the Paratrooper over the Bitter Reunion. I think any white aggressive deck wants to play at least one Paratrooper if it can get access to it, so let's do that. Recommission. We saw a bunch of these actually, didn't we? Yeah, I think both of our initial pack 1 and pack 2, or pick 1s and pick 2 both had recommission, so we'll take that now. It only gets our Paratrooper currently, but we will find more targets for this certainly. Okay, another Paratrooper. Oh, sorry. Looked like a Paratrooper. Power Stone Engineer. I consider this card more filler than anything else, but it's the only card we're going to take here. There is maybe a small consideration to take like Involuntary Cooldown. In an aggressive deck, this is a nice double removal spell of sorts, as I always say. But yeah, I don't see any reason not to just take the 2-drop here in white. I'm hit or miss on mass production. In the right deck, I think this has utility, and I guess if we are going to be red-white, that is one of those decks, right? It's already good with the Falaji Vanguard, for example, but you really want more ways to make the 1/1s worthwhile, and since we already have the Paratrooper in addition to the Falaji, that's probably good enough. It's harder to come by than Lauren's Escape or Infantry, though, as those are both common, so we'll take the 6 mana, 4 tokens. And this is our wheel pack, our pack that had very little in it, but we did get the Sigil back, which I'm pretty happy about. Like, maybe this was one of the best cards in the pack. So somebody took down Lay Down Arms, somebody took Repair Recharge, which is not a good signal for our white cards later on, but what are you going to do? There's a small chance we wield the Falaji number 2, although that would be extremely surprising. Yeah, we wield the Wing Commando and like a Strong Bull instead. So whoever I passed the initial Falaji to might have taken it down the road, and a couple of those other white and red cards. I'll go with Strong Bull over Wing Commando just because we do have that red start. But there's no guarantee that we're going to stick with it. We did wheel the wings like I expected. Good. It's another decent one in red-white. And then we're going to get some last few picks unplayable for what we're doing. Wow. I am very surprised Bitter Reunion came back because that was one of the better cards in this particular pack. All the Fateful Handoffs coming off as well. Yeah, pack 1 went pretty well, especially considering what we opened. Let's move into our pack number 2 here, take a peek at a curve real quick. Refractor's probably going to end up getting a cut, which is kind of sad, but let's see. We have 2 2-drop creatures and then 4 non-creatures on 2. 1 3-drop, 2 4-drops, 6. We opened a Brotherhood's End, a very strong card. It's awkward in a lot of decks, but the versatility makes it strong enough to take here, I think. It's either that or taking the second Scrapwork Cohort, which would also be quite good in our deck. I'm not going to pay any heed to any of these blue or red cards. I'm pretty happy with Brotherhood's End. It's versatile, so take that, see if it can do some work for us over that cohort. Warlord's Elite, basically the only card we would want here out of this pack 2 pick 2. 3 mana 4/4. We have a lot of early plays to help play it a little bit earlier than normal. No 1-drops yet to play it on turn 3, but it's okay. Still a 3 mana 4/4 at the end of the day. Another cohort. Yeah, I'll just keep taking all the cohorts. I mean, I've passed a few already, but I will take the cohorts when I get them and have a good opportunity to. Reconstructed Thopter, also not too shabby. Any flyer with Falaji Vanguard's usually pretty good, but I think cohort's a lot better here. Okay, Aeronaut Cavalry's solid. We have a bunch of soldiers already, right? Yeah, we're at 5. Well, 5 plus mass production makes soldiers, and the cohort makes soldier tokens as well. Yep, 3/4 flyer it is. We would play Rock Hunter if it came back around. Most likely. Another Warlord's Elite's pretty solid here if we don't want to take the Yojin Frontliner, which in this style of deck I actually don't mind. It's not that impressive. Like at the end of the day, it's a 1 mana 1/1, but it does serve some decent purpose. Could also just take Chromatic Star as a free roll. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take the Frontliner here. Normally I would just take the Elite, but let's try to take the cheaper creature. It does appear our deck's trying to just go beat down, beat down, beat down anyways. So 1, 2, 3. Still only 3 creatures that come down on turn 1 or 2. Could do better on that. We pick up maybe a Blitz Automaton here over Raise to the Ground. Pick 6, so I'm not expecting much. Yeah, 3/2 haste is fine. Into Juggernaut, or Infantry, or a Flask is like okay. I guess Onulit's also not the worst. I'd rather have Juggernaut than Onulit though. Especially when I have Sigil of Valor and Wings. Let's take one of those. How good is Tomacool Scrapsmith in our deck? We have Juggernaut, 2 cohorts, and Frontliner as good unearth hits, and then a couple of other artifacts otherwise. This is fine. I don't know if I'm going to end up running a... Again, it's a pretty replaceable 3-drop, but it's not the worst. This deck is looking really similar to, I think, yesterday's deck where I had double Vanguard. And that one went 0-3, but not because the deck was bad, more because I think our draws were just unfortunate. Chain Dancer is a maybe. It's also a soldier. We don't need boots, and Mishra's Domination's just medium. Unlikely to play this 1-drop. So what, there was like one cavalry, or not cavalry, there's one elite that could wheel. Oh, Lauren's Escape is not bad. Nice to have one of those if you're playing white. Oh, the Rock Hunter came back. Okay, so another 2-drop that we were looking for. I mean, how good is this deck? I don't know. It doesn't look that good. But we do have one more pack to fill up some of the holes. Like, I don't have any Prison Sentence. I don't have any huge bomb. Okay, that's good. Pack 3, maybe doing a little bit of saving work here as we open to Mishra's Command. Good removal spell, plus a way to punch in a bunch of damage. Recruitment Officer would also be fantastic. Elite number 2. And then Unleash Shell also be fine for a bigger removal spell. But yeah, easy command here. Can kill a big creature, push in some damage, filter you for some cards if you want to. Good. Second mass production. I'm already hesitant on the first one, so I don't think the second one is going to do any good for us. But then what am I taking otherwise? Soul Guide Lantern? Yeah, I think so. Oops. I think Lantern's just playable in any deck. We don't have any synergy with it really, but it cycles if nothing else. Hero of the Dunes. We could splash that if we wanted to, but we have a few other playables to choose from. The Shell, the Strike, and the Vanguard. I think we just want the creature over the Shell. With Aeronaut's Wings and Sigil of Valor, it's important just to get some early creatures on the board. Now, our creature count's kind of low right now, so let's do that. Easy cuts right now are like Lantern for any cheap creature. Maybe Mass Production. Oh, that's a nice one. We got a Stoneseeker. Stoneseeker's really, really good here because we have the like double Scrapwork cohort we can curve into on 3. Hopefully we can wield this Paratrooper number 2, but yeah, Stoneseeker's great. I don't think we're playing any of these. I don't know if a second cavalry is necessary, although maybe it could replace the mass production. Goblin Blaster are not so good in this deck. Yeah, actually, you know what? Second cavalry over mass production I think is good. I mean, that's a solid looking curve too. Second Strongbow is okay. Whirling Strike, pretty solid. Another Power Stone Engineer is fine. How many artifacts do I have? 1, 2, 3, but they make some more. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, yeah. Another Strongbow's not terrible. How many 3-drops are we on right now? 1, 2, 3 3-drop creatures. I'm okay taking the second Strongbow and trying to wield the Whirling Strike. Another bitter reunion. Is that filling the spot of something else? Are we playing any of these other cards? No. So maybe the second bitter reunion makes it. Okay, playables. Vanguard and Philagi Dragon Engine. 1 drop, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2-drops right now. But the Power Stone Engineer could easily be replaced by this Vanguard if we wanted to. I guess the Flyers... Yeah, maybe the Flyer's a little bit better. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, okay, and we did get an Unleashed Shell. Sure. That's 1 on the wheel. And now at this point I would expect to get nothing back. Alright, we need to make a few cuts. I think I'm okay to cut like 1 Cavalry. Man, even that Whirling Strike came back too. Probably 1 Bitter Reunion. I don't know, maybe Wings is better than Sigil here. Did get the Whirling Strike too, by the way. Now let's just round off this draft and make our decisions from there. 16 land, I would guess. Maybe with 2 Bitter Reunions. If we run 2 Bitter Reunions, 17's okay. Didn't wheel that other Paratrooper. I guess the Frontliner's probably a cut. That's gotta be my worst creature, right? So that gives me 5 2-drops, 5 3-drops. Whoops, did not mean to cut the Philagi. 3 4-drops, 2 5-drops. Let's think about this Brotherhood's End. Is this cuttable here? This probably is, huh? This also seems pretty out of place in our deck. Like, I think because it's got a couple of modes, that is to say it's versatile, you could probably run it, but I have a feeling with this deck here, it would probably just be stranded in our hand too frequently. You know? Alright, how do we feel about 16 lands with this? Just okay, but should be fine, right? How much trading off are we going to be doing? How many creatures do we produce? I'm just debating this Sigil of Valor. And maybe running that second Bitter Reunion still. But I think we'll go like this. So we're just 8-8. Okay, looks like a solid enough red-white. This looks like the same deck from yesterday. Hopefully we are not going to repeat the same record. On to the first round. Alright, red-white. Give me the wins and the curve I crave. That looks like a pretty classic red-white hand, so... I guess we will keep it. 2-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop. And equipment. Playing versus the turn 1 Stalwart. We try to ambush the Sataniel next turn. So I don't think playing out the Rock Hunter is doing us any favors. So yeah, let's try it. See if they attack their Stalwart in. The bad news is they might just use it for mana, but we still flashed in. It's not like the 3-1's doing anything anyways. Ooh, they did flash it out. Okay. Or rather, they did play something instead. Still gonna attack into their tower worker, because if they block, especially since they missed a land, we'll use the Whirling Strike. If not, I think I'm just gonna play out the Strongbow. Though Automaton was another fine play there. So yeah, they have 2 lands, but they have 4 mana. The Audacity, okay. They're attacking, ooh, spicy. I like that. They mill the land and an Infiltrator. Yeah, let's go ahead and smack with both. Whirling Strike when their Warplow blocks our Strongbow. Then we get to play out the Rock Hunter. If they don't block, then I'll just play Rock Hunter plus Wings, no problem. I don't want to will it into existence, but Power Stone Fracture here, sacking their Vermin, killing my Rock Hunter, killing my Strongbow, would be bad. Okay, nothing. I think I'm just going to play out the Cavalry and pass and not attack into them. I'm going to target my Rock Hunter with the 1/1 counter so that they can't just kill it with the Vermin. They could have Go for the Throat or a Remorse here. They can cast the Remorse if they want. Sure. They're probably going to take Whirling Strike. That's not true. The Automaton is still annoying. But the Trick is probably the most immediate problem for them. Yeah. Okay, pretty sure attacking for 5 with the Rock Hunter is good. They do get to draw a card if they want to trade away with the Tower Worker, but that also denies them an extra land, or mana source rather. And now with the 1 reach creature out of the way, we can just start smacking it in the air again. I don't know. I equipped the Wings, but I could have played out the Automaton if I wanted. But the 3/2 just doesn't feel relevant enough anymore, you know? And we already have another play next turn, even if we don't hit some lands here. Kind of sucks knowing they have 4 spells in their hand, or at least 3 spells. Maybe they drew a land for the turn. Oh, they did have Fracture. That's fine, though. Good news for us is they don't get to 2-for-1 us with it. Yeah, I mean, I could just go Blitz Automaton and equip it with Wings next turn. Smacking for 5 in the air seems completely reasonable. I think I like that. Put him on a 2-turn clock, you know? That's fine. Oh, they have a bushwhack? No. This figure, sure. Main phase, otherwise I could paratrooper it. Yep, makes sense. Oh, the Crusher is a good card. Take some hits here. Are they still on 3 lands? It's crazy. There they go. Ooh, red? Oh, they already had red. Juggernaut. Okay. What's our best play then? They have 1 card in their hand. Well, we put them on a 2-turn clock either way. But maybe the safest is to go Stone Seeker, Sigil, equip the Paratrooper. Swinging for 4. That way we leave our cohort back to block the Juggernaut. Yeah, trample's a hell of a drug. Okay. I'm gonna take 6 trample, go to 4. We still have lethal next turn, though. Just play out some random creature, please. Oh no, am I 1 short of lethal now? No, this is still lethal, right? Unearth, yeah. Wings the Menace, Sigil the Menace, and hit him for 6. Nice. Whew. Got a little bit scary there towards the end, but we managed to pull that one off. I guess I didn't even need to unearth. We had enough mana to just hard cast the other one. Either way, that worked out. Hey, we're on the board. All right. Unlike our previous red-white deck, we have a win. Game number 2. Why would you do this to me? Let's go to 6. That's better. Do we have double red or double white? Let's see. We do have Unleash Shell. Alright, so I guess we'll put the second white source on the bottom. Yeah, 2-drop, 3-drop, whatever. I mean, hand's not good, but it's playable. Red-green Forge Chanter. Actually, I will lead off with the Engineer here. Since we drew the Philagi, we can hold the Paratrooper as a combat trick of sorts. Oh my, we are going to take a lot of damage. Okay. Let's see. I guess I want to play out the Vanguard instead of the Dragon Engine now. That way if they do trigger Prowess, I can still double block it. Sure. Do they have another Audacity? Holy crap. Is this real? Alright. Well, that's unfortunate. Didn't even draw a land either. Oof, land there might have saved us. Because then I can play out the Juggernaut. They probably don't want to attack into it. That was a really important draw step and we bricked. I think I just block and gain 3 life. Good, did find the land. So I'm gonna go to 7 here. Jesus. And what they can do is just not do anything and pass, wait for the Juggernaut to need to attack. Like they're just gonna play that out and pass, right? Yep. It's the right play. Go to combat. Has to attack. Was the Strongbow actually a good draw here? I think it was. Balaji Vanguard doesn't do anything. Strongbow can actually block as a 3 power. Yeah. Actually, you know what? It might be better for me to do this than anything else. And if they have a way to kill me, so be it. Like, sure. Not much you can do about those draws. Good beats. Yeah, that came down to completely just missing that one land drop. Because if I get to play Juggernaut that other turn, they can't attack. I start getting in for 5, but we bricked. They had a good draw. On to game number 3. How are we looking? We're on the play this time, and yeah, good hand. Hopefully get to do something else on turn 3 after the Vanguard play. Playing against red-black. The classics. Hey, good draw. All right. The best part is here, the Vanguard's super nice on offense and defense. Oh, are they gonna go ahead and use their desk? Sure. Two lands, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and protect our Vanguard. Gurgling Anointer, sure. And we get to free roll attack with both of these. Because of Vigilance, we still get to play out our Warlord's Elite. Perfect. So that triggers their Anointer. And they're discarding lands. They probably have more lands in hand. They can double block, but I don't mind trading that for the Anointer. Man, oh, why couldn't you put any kind of trick in my hand to blow them out? So brutal. Actually, even having drawn a land there would have been good enough to activate Paratrooper. Wow. This is unfortunate. Okay, well, at least that's good. They would have to double block this. So I think we want to pump here. Yep, I'm fine with that. Remember, we don't have that many artifacts in our deck at the end of the day. Clearing off the board is good for us. Alright, so that's going to trigger the Anointer again, make it a 3/5. I'm going to give them no credit. I'm going to block the Mutt if they attack with the Vanguard. Oh, spicy. Nope, okay, they just passed. Land number 5, we get to slam the Juggernaut, trigger the Phalagi Vanguard on our Phalanx Vanguard, and then Phalanx Vanguard also pumps itself, so we get to attack for 5 here. Deal. Okay. Cavalry was a decent draw. So Phalagi's gonna pump the Juggernaut. Cavalry's gonna pump the Vanguard so it doesn't die to a explosion. Then we're gonna attack for 7 and see what they do. They didn't desk last turn, which is the biggest concern here, I think. Oh, okay. Huh. So what could they have in their hand then? They wouldn't desk last turn, unless they forgot about it. Onslaught make 2 1/1s is their big play? Maybe they have a Power Stone Fracture in their hand and now they have something to sacrifice? Okay, I don't know. I guess they just wanted to make 2 1/1s instead of digging. Mutt and an Infiltrator, it looks like. Huh? That's a pretty decent draw. 2-turn air clock now. I mean, we're at 20, so I'm not too concerned about an attack back. Even if they have like another onslaught. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 8. If they go land, animate, foundry, onslaught, that's still short. Okay. Woo. Flashy Vanguard is a hell of a card when it doesn't leave the battlefield. We have a positive record. We have 2 wins. It's happening. Let's do it again. Okay, after a 3-minute queue time. Everything's fine. Nothing's wrong with this. Ooh. Is this a keepable hand? It does not appear to be that good. It's really borderline. I think you can go ahead and keep it, but I'm not going to be surprised if we just get run over. My first play is on turn 3. I have 2 5-drops. If they kill my Strongbow the turn I play it, then Escape's dead. Yay. This is one of those damned if you do, damned if you don't hands. I don't know. Not surprising if I'm supposed to mulligan this type of hand and look for a hand that has like a 2-drop or a 3-drop. What do we want to draw? We have 2 of the Scrapwork cohorts. Those are our best draws. Let's do that. Alright, well, I won't complain about land, I guess. I think we go ahead and escape if they block. We have perfect mana to do that, and then Strongbow as well. Great, and that's effectively drawing a card. Basically a 1-mana removal spell, right? Kind of like a Giant Growth or something. Sadly, no no soldier for cavalry to pump. These are not soldiers. And that, my friends, is a turn for 6/6, which I'm going to have to 2 for 1 myself on. Yay. Good news is I did draw a soldier for the cavalry. I already feel like we're dead this game. This is where our lack of other removal really shows, right? No disenchant, no raise, no prison's sentence, the main one. Okay, well those are all irrelevantly small creatures for now. I mean, the might gets big quickly, yeah. Looks like they're gonna punch my bull, that's fine too. Yeah, I mean, this could be worse. So elite into cavalry, pump it next turn. I'm scared of like a Blanchwood armor. Again, especially when I don't have any pacifisms in the deck. Sure. Well, I hope they saw something good, because I definitely don't want to draw any more land. That's fine. Man. And the sad thing is, we're probably supposed to attack and trade for the Rusted Goliath if they double block. As that way my cavalry can start hitting in. They might also just take this, and I'd be okay with that, obviously. I mean, I keep saying prison sentence would be good right now, but they do have a haywire might, I guess. Oh, maybe they're just gonna chump? Okay. Hey, that's great too. Chump, gain 2 life. What do we have? We have a Mishra's Command. That would be a good draw. What else? Bitter Reunion. Falaji Vanguard would be okay. That is a large problem. Oh, that's actually not bad, too. Just taking it, huh? So here's the plan. I attack like that. I hope they attack with their Sprite and pump it when I block with Cavalry. Oh, come on. That's a gross draw. Jesus. Am I dead? That's very close to lethal. No, don't pump the Sprite. Good. Yeah, I'm only taking 15. Good deal. Yeah, I mean, we're dead here. That's 9 power worth of trample on the Rust Goliath. Brutal. Yeah, they found the attack. So I have to block that with this. And then we go chump chump. Because we take 4 trample damage there. Alright. If they didn't draw a creature that turn, and especially not 2 more creatures, maybe there was a chance we get to unearth the cohort. Attack for 3 or whatever. Nah, we're still pretty dead. I don't know. Maybe my red-white decks are just not good. Like, I think both previous red-white decks, this one and the one yesterday, I think it was yesterday anyway, didn't have any prison sentence. Did they both have Mishra's Command, though? I feel like they both had Mishra's Commands and other stuff. I don't know. Let's try to get to 4 wins at the very least. That's a good hand. I'm going to lead on the Rock Hunter instead of the Stone Seeker, so if they do have a cheap removal spell... Oh, well, I changed my mind. We drew Cohort, so now I have to play Stone Seeker, because if they don't kill it, I get to go turn 3 Cohort. Perfect! Hey! We might just curve all over this opponent. Turn 2 Stone Seeker, turn 3 Cohort, turn 4 Juggernaut, and then if I draw any kind of trick, we win. Is this what they call the Curve of Dreams? I played out the Juggernaut before attacking, but I guess there's no way for green, green, green to kill the Stone Seeker in combat, so I didn't need to do that technically. We played against another mono green deck? I'm not some conspiracy theorist about Arena, but it has felt very weird, the matchmaking lately, plus the ranking system. I cannot seem to gain any rank, but I constantly lose. So, I don't know what's going on there. Oh, do they also have a Giant Growth in their hand? That's really gross if they have a Giant Growth too. But I guess they would probably need to block the... No. Let's see, what if they have... Yeah, Giant Growth, Burnished Heart goes on... Oh, they're gonna double block the Heart or the Stone Seeker. Whoa! Whoa! Okay. But yeah, as I was saying, like, watch, if I win this game, I'm either gonna stay the same rank or like gain 1 ranking point. And that's been the case for like the last week on my stream too. So, I don't know what's going on. We only gained 2, yeah, I mean... Usually... I don't know, it doesn't matter. I always talk about rank being completely irrelevant, which it is, it's just... It is nice to see your rank improve. Even if it doesn't matter in the slightest. Alright, the real news is we're at 3 wins, we need to get 1 more. If we get to 4 wins, we get basically our money back and we can rejoice. We gotta fight against stupid sexy Oko. How do we look? We are on the draw, and our hand is just creature, 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 creature. I guess we keep. Hey, a trick! Now we need to draw some lands. Uh-oh, that's not good. Evangel of Synthesis on the play. But if I can go turn 2 Vanguard, turn 3 Automaton, and like if I just draw a land, 2 lands in a row. Good. Ooh, that is kind of scary. They're discarding the Boulder Branch Golem in green, sorry, in blue-black. They could have the reanimate effect. Maybe they just have a bunch of power stones like Stern Lessons and stuff. Jeez. That is gross. Okay, well, I think we have a chance, again, if I draw a land in the next 2 draw steps. Perfect. Because the hasty creature into Vanguard, I think, gives us a chance. Nice. Okay, I'm happy with the trade there, too. Sheesh. Oof. Oh, I do have an Excavation Explosion in the deck somewhere, but... I think it's still right to play out the Phalagi this turn, even though Rock Hunter blocks that thing. This is one of the most absurd rares in the format. It's just the entire... it's 3 mana for a 2/3 evasive creature that will win the game on its own if it's unchecked. Similar to the, what's it called, Siege Veteran. Siege Veteran, you just play it and you're done with it, but... Officer is still pretty freaking crazy good. I think this is the way that we're gonna win if we race... I can't block the Evangel there since they have Combat Career they can sack. Come on, dude. Puppeteer here too. That's so disgusting. Well, their deck's very good. Man, they have 2 Evangels, Puppeteer, Sky Strike Officer. We need them to have nothing here. Alright, so they draw a card, they trigger the Puppeteer, they trigger the Evangel. I go to 9, they go to 13. Oh, they Hurkle too! Why did this have to be my final boss? I wonder if they forgot about Reach here. Not that it matters. If the Puppeteer dies, then the Officer comes back. They're sending in the Hurkle too. Oh, man. I guess we just trade here, block here, and then Whirling Strike. So the Puppeteer's gonna die before the officer's in the graveyard, which means they don't get to return that, but they still have so much value in the graveyard it doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna go to 6. I mean, we're not quite out of this. Like, I could draw a land for Shell or Juggernaut. No, because the double Evangel is still basically game over for us. Because the Menace and we can't race anymore. Yeah, I mean... Sure. And that it was not a land. Okay. I mean... So we can double block one of the Evangels, and if we draw a land, we can unleash Shell the other. Cohort is 2 blockers. Okay. Like, there is a possibility we could win this game. What do we say in times like these? Magic sucks. No. That's magic, baby. Alright. Draw on a card. Evangel, 3/3 Menace. I like seeing a land. That's a good start. Will you have a 4th or 5th? I wasn't keeping track. Mythic or rare? Desynchronize the cohort. I guess I'm gonna bottom that in hopes of a land. I'm gonna have to double block here. They don't get to kill both my creatures though. They just killed the dragon engine, so that's not that bad. Did not find a freaking land. Alright. Dead to removal. Like, no doubt, end of the day, it was safer to keep the cohort. Need to find a land really badly. Ah, no, it doesn't matter. Too many creatures. Why couldn't you have had those in your opener instead of all those rares? Sheesh. I only play as the Strongbull and hope they don't see the Martial activation somehow. Oh, that doesn't even matter, because what they can do is also just sack the Courier from Unearth and get Menace, or yeah, Menace and kill me. They found the play. Alright, GG's. Well, I'd like to say I've been having fun with this set the last week or so, but it has really been pooping all over me. I mean, 03 we did not do. And like I said, maybe it's because I'm missing like the prison sentences and whatnot. Like, what is our removal here? We just have Command, which we never drew in 6 games. Unleash. Explosion? So yeah, maybe the removal I have is just not good enough / not enough of it. Oh, I did have Brotherhood's End in my sideboard, though. You know what? I'ma say that this was my fault. I'ma say not main decking the Brotherhood's End was the reason I lost. I don't remember every single game I lost, but I'm assuming Brotherhood's End would have been fantastic in all of them. Okay. Maybe this was a deck building error. You know what? Let's chalk this up to a deck building error and not just bad luck or whatever, because that always sounds super salty. So, good stuff. 3-3. Not the best red-white deck ever, obviously. We did have a good cheap curve, and some of our draws were nice, but that's the way it's going to end. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'll see you back tomorrow for some more. Leave a comment down below.